In this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at I Love Mahj. Today's topic is all about I Love Mahj. I'm going to do a tour and give you a few tips based on my experience. But before we do that, I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing about MAHJLIFE. I also want to say thank you to our moderators who will be helping monitor the chat. Today's format is nitty-gritty, and that means we're not going to do any socialization so that we can focus on the topic and gameplay with commentary. If you prefer a more relaxed environment where we do gameplay with commentary and we socialize, join us on Friday nights beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome. Say hi in chat and let me know if you play at I Love Mahj. Put a 1 in the chat if you play at I Love Mahj. I'm going to do this tour regardless because some people watch the repost and they may not be familiar with I Love Mahj. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Oh, Donna plays here. Awesome. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we'll get started. I'm just going to hit the high points because they actually have videos that they made themselves. So why recreate the wheel? I'm going to point you into the direction of their YouTube channel so you can check it out yourself. Okay, so let's see, Abigail. Sometimes you play here. Mostly you play at Mahjong Time. Aha. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so let me, let's see here. We're going to do this layout here. So here is I Love Mahj. I've logged in. This is your login in the upper right corner. And each one of these menu items has a sub menu. So if you hover over any one of these tabs, I guess you could say, or menu items, you can see more. See this little down arrow? That will open up a sub menu, and then you can click on any of these to check out other parts of their platform. We have your login and account information, and then they have they have a store, so feel free to check that out. They have a lot of learning opportunities here, tutorials and such. And then also, if you click videos, in here, you can see a few ways to watch other YouTube videos, but also on their YouTube channel, which I'm going to show you now. If you go to I Love Mahj, at I Love Mahj, their URL is right there. I'll put it in the chat. I Love Mahj, if you just type I Love Mahj in one word, you'll find their channel. And you can see here that they have a quick start guide right here. And then they have how to check out statistics. They have how to play with live players. And then they have on here how to create your own personal table, how to play with friends. So the whole invitation process is right here. And then some tips on playing American Mah Jongg right here. So I encourage you to watch these videos. They're all fairly short, under 7 minutes at the most. This one is the longest at 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. So I encourage you to watch those videos. Then come to I Love Mahj. And what I want to focus on primarily is play. If you click on play and game launchpad, this is where everything happens as far as playing the game. Incidentally, you can, if you qualify, they do have now an affiliation with Grouper. I'm going to right click and open this up in a different tab. If you're 65 plus, you may be able to get a free annual membership. So be sure to click this announcement here and study this, watch this video so you can see if you qualify for a, it's like a, I guess it's like a rebate or something like that. So I'm not 65 yet, so I don't know. I'm getting close, but I'm not quite there yet. So click on that to see if you qualify. Also, if you scroll down to the launchpad, game launchpad, this is where you can play either the 4-player game on this first tab, and you can play with robots, you can play with people, humans, you can play with your own friends by creating a custom game, and then you can also create a personal table and play with friends as well. Each one of the top 3 have a how-to video. So I'm not going to go into how to do that because it's right there for you. You just click the how-to video and it will go to YouTube and you'll be able to watch the video on how to do it. We are going to play with bots, so I'll show you how to do that when we get to the gameplay with commentary. I do want to mention that they have Siamese Mahjong here. This is a 2-player game where you play 2 hands at one time. That's a little different than what the league has recommended in the Mahjong Made Easy official guidebook. They recommend when playing with 2 that each player have 14 and 13 tiles respectively. There's no Charleston, and you just pick and discard 1 player at a time, and East alternates. Otherwise, it's the same game. Did I say no Charleston? No Charleston. You just pick and discard with 2 people. So this, though, is Siamese Mahjong as designed by Gladys Grad. And if you want to know more about that, you can click learn more right here. You can find the rules and how the game is played. You could play with a robot or you could play with a friend. And then I guess they have live play with random people on the platform, but that's in beta. So it might be a little bit buggy still. So that is Siamese Mahjong, and we're not going to do that. There's another instructor who has videos on Siamese Mahjong. If you just go to YouTube and type Siamese Mahjong, you'll be able to find videos. Okay, so now back to the 4-player game. We're going to circle back to that and do gameplay with commentary in a little bit. I want to show you, sorry, my phone went off. Let me mute it here. Okay. If you scroll down, you'll see the exercise room. This, I think, is a wonderful set of features that can help you improve your game. If you're a beginner, and even if you're an intermediate or experienced player, you can use these features to help you with skills and even practice new strategies. They have make a hand, and you can do that in sequential order or random order. And I'll just click start exercise so you can see what is entailed here. It's what I call category modeling. So basically, if you look up at the very top card, and then the year is there, and you can change that to something else. And then above this little aqua box down here, this is where your tiles will go. Above that is the hand that you're going to build. So you're going to create every hand on the card just to practice with using the different suits and the type of blocks and the patterns. And then also on the parentheses, so you can adjust the hand with different components or different patterns, different suits and such. So for example, the first year hand, you just click on the tile in that top space to put the tile down onto your rack and create the hand. Now, let's say if you make a mistake, it will tell you. So I'm going to put 4 white dragons in there, and then we'll do dots and the 2 and the 4. And then I'm going to validate so you can see what happens when you have an error. So you'll click validate, and then it'll tell you the hand is invalid. You can try it again on your own, or you can click show solution and it'll tell you, it'll fix it for you. But I recommend you do it yourself. So if you are new to the game, this is a great exercise. And also at the beginning of the year when the new card is released, this is a great way to practice or to study the card, create every hand on the card. So does anybody have any questions about this exercise? I'm trying to exit, but it's not working. I don't know why that's not working, so that's fine. Okay, so that is make a hand. And then next or below that is Charleston practice, which I love. This is my favorite tool, or it's my favorite feature at I Love Mahj besides playing with robots, because you can practice Charleston decision making, which is powerful because that is when the transformation happens with your dealt hand. It's during the Charleston. So there's a big focus on decision making during the Charleston so that you can have significant hand development and set yourself up for success going into that pick and discard phase of the game. The other features in here are just ways for you to learn the card. One is what hand is that? You just click on the radio button and get started. And then you're going to be given some exposures down here on your rack, and you've got to figure out what hand that could be. In this case, we have what I call the misfit quint, a Kong of winds with a quint of a number tile. So this is going to be quint, and then you pick which one it is. And it'll put it over here on the right. And if you have multiple guesses, so let's say that we're going to guess winds and dragons. We're going to make a little mistake here. Let's say, well, no, I guess you can't, not in this case. We'll just say validate. And it will tell you the solution on whether or not you're correct. Let's see if we can do one that's a little more difficult. Well, this is another quint. It's okay. So this could be any one of these. No, it can't be the first one. Let's just put that in there. It can't be the first one because we need to do 8, 9, 1. And you know, you can't do that. You can't go from 8, 9 up to 1. So let's just put that in there to see what happens if we validate an incorrect selection. So it could be the second one. It could be the third one, 7, 8, 7, 8. And it could also be the last one. So let's click validate and watch what happens. So now, oh, you know what? It could be because you could do 7, 8, 9. So you can do 7, bam, or 6, 7, 8, 6, bam, 7, bam, 8. That's why it's in there. I, for some reason, was thinking that it was going to error out because you can't do 8, 9, 1. But anyway, yeah, 7, 8, 9. I got it, Anna. I was just a little short. I missed the uptake there. Okay, so I'm going to close out of that. That's what hand is that? And they have something called MAHJLIFE. If you do this one, it's another way to learn the card. So you have to figure out what hand is being played here. So we have 6, 7, 8. And we need to fill in the blanks. Single pair, pair, single pair, pair, 2 suits. So it's the 4th hand down. So we're going to click a 6, 2 7s, and then the 8s. And then we're going to put in 2 more 8s. Oops, I messed that up. It's this one and this one. There we go. So 6, 7, 8 and validate. So that is MAHJLIFE. You fill in the gaps. And then you have Heavenly Hand. So basically this one is where you get dealt a winning hand and you have to figure out which hand it is. So you just reorganize it to try to figure out which one it is. And I see that they don't have the sort feature on here, so you have to do it manually. You just click and drag and drop, click, drag, drop. So this would be the 112. I call it the outside pair hand, third one down, 112, and then validate. And it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. So those are all the different ways that you can build your skills, learn the hands on the card, and it's especially helpful if you're either new to the game or you've just gotten a new card. So remember this at I Love Mahj. There's more down here. If you're brand new to the game, there's step-by-step guide. They have a knowledge base. They have a Facebook group as well. They have a suggestion box if you have any ideas for them. Also, if you haven't tried them yet, you can get an extra free week if you use MAHJLIFE as the promo code. So we're going to now actually play with robots. When you play, you can play either just for fun to practice, and it's not going to track your statistics. But if you do want to have your statistics tracked, you'll click official game, and you can basically track your progress as you develop as a player. I recommend it. And then you're going to select your bot level, basically beginner, intermediate, or advanced. We're going to play with intermediate players here. And I'll click launch game. And before I do that, we're moving into this. If you're just joining us, we're moving directly here now because I Love Mahj has put together videos already of the basics of using their platform. So if you missed the first part of this session, be sure to watch it because I show you how to get to their YouTube channel. You just type I Love Mahj on YouTube and you'll find it. And watch those videos. They're all short. I think there's 6 of them, 6 to 8. I forget how many, but they're all under 6 minutes, or I should say 7. So they're a pretty quick watch and informative. And then I'm going to play and just share a couple of tips based on my experience playing at I Love Mahj. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. And after you click launch a game, it's going to prompt you because it wants to know if you're going to be open to invitations from live players. And if I'm playing with robots, I don't want to be interrupted. And I believe it does affect your rating if you're playing an official game. So I say no. If you're playing a practice game and you are open to getting an invitation to a live game, go ahead and click yes. We're going to say no for now. Okay, now here, this is where you can change the card if you want, if you forgot to do it on the other screen. You can have a timer if you want. Right now it's set off because we're doing this live stream. You can also change the robot level, and you can change the look and feel of your interface. I like Midnight Sky just because it's simple and generic, but you can change it. They've got different themes and even different tile designs. So I encourage you to click on some of these just to toggle through what would make you feel happy playing with. So I like less is more for myself. So I'm not going to change any of that. I've got just Midnight Sky and the classic tiles. Less is more as far as I'm concerned. That's how I like to play. So now we're going to start the game. And we're playing with bot level 2, intermediate. So the first thing that I wanted to share is you can sort by rank or sort by suit. If you sort by rank, it's going to sort the number tiles in order. And that is going to show you either like numbers or consecutive run. So I don't recommend doing this. You could make a habit of doing both. but I recommend sort by suit. If you do both, that won't hurt anything. Like if we sort by rank, you can see we have 3 3s. We also have a 6 and 2 9s. So I probably would play 3 6 9. But if you sort by suit, you could also see mixed suit opportunities in here as well. So I would play probably 3 6 9 if this were my hand, and that's what we're going to do. So once you do your initial sort and you identify the strength of the hand, you can move your tiles around. I'm going to put all my keepers to the left of that flower. So you can click, drag and drop your tiles to help you with hand development if you like. And then we have 3 9 bam, 3 6 crack, 3 9 in dots, and then a flower, west, south, pair, south. So I would keep the winds. And then we have 1 2 4 and a white dragon. I would not pass a 2 4 with a white dragon, but I would pass that. So to pass, you just double click on it and it'll put it up into the pass area or on the table. And then you just click pass. So we're going to go through the Charleston, and I'm not going to give any more sort of tutorials on that because I think it's pretty intuitive. You just double click and then click the prompt or the button to activate whatever you're being asked to do. So we're going to go ahead and pass. And we're probably playing some kind of a 3 6 9 hand, or maybe like numbers with threes and news. We could also maybe play the last hand under Winds and Dragons. I think what I would do here is probably let that white dragon go with the 5 8, because we really only have 4 clear discards. The rest are all keepers for now. Okay, so we don't have any keepers here yet. I would pass a 2 7. Okay, so now we have some keepers to work with. 5 7 9. So we do have a little bit of big odds in there. Let's continue. Okay, now Joe Curtis, the robot across from us, stopped the Charleston. And these robots are intermediate level. So we're not exactly sure if they know what they're doing, but I wouldn't risk it. So I would decline a pass. So now it's time for the pick and discard phase of the game. My number one tip for the pick and discard phase of the game at I Love Mahj is to keep your mouse away from the button. And I will tell you why in just a few minutes, because you're going to notice something. So we are the dealer, or East, player 1. So we're going to start by discarding, and we have 1 clear discard. We can either play big odds, 5 7 9. We could play 3 6 9 of some kind. We could also play like numbers, maybe with 9s now, since we have a pair of 9s and we have a west and a south. So this 1 crack, we didn't even consider with those options. So that would be my first discard. So I'm going to double click that to discard. It's going to put it out in this table space. So now here's the tricky part in that number 1 tip. If you keep your mouse with these buttons, and clearly we don't want a 2 bam, I'm going to click ignore. And these discards come very quickly, and you're going to get in the habit of clicking ignore, and you can inadvertently click ignore for a wanted tile just out of habit. So I recommend keeping your cursor away from the button so that you intentionally have to move it to the right button, because I have discarded many wanted tiles. Or not discarded, I have ignored many needed tiles out of habit. So try to keep your mouse away from that button. Okay, now we have a pair of flowers. I would keep that, and I would reassess in here. I probably would let this 7 bam go, because now we have a pair of flowers, a pair of 9 bams, and we have a pair of sows. But I'm thinking like numbers with nines and news. This 7 bam, we really don't need that at all. The only hand I would consider playing with this 7 would be the third hand down under odds on the right, and we have no green dragons, and that would be a gap, and it's ideal to play a hand where you have no gaps. So we're going to let that go.
7, 6, 5.
Okay, so my mouse is over here somewhere. I just don't want to have it right here where I can click ignore, 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 ignore. Oops. Oh, I wanted that. That's what usually happens if you keep your mouse over here. So I'm going to click ignore and then move my mouse. Ignore, move my mouse. And that way you won't make a mistake passing on a needed tile. Okay, we don't want that. Now, we do have a tile, but you can't call for a pair. Oh, east. So we almost have news. I would focus on like numbers with nines and news. That way we can leverage the pair of flowers, leverage the 9 bam pair, and we almost have news, which is equivalent to a Kong. It's 4 tiles. It's not a Kong. It's 4 single tiles that make up a block of 4. And that is a significant component of the hand. So that's why I would probably focus on news with nines, third hand down under like numbers. And now we need to let something go. We still have potential for 3, 6, 9 of some kind. And I wouldn't pick a hand. I wouldn't even look over there at this point. I would discard probably the 5 bam. We're looking for a, we need to draw that though. You can't call for it. We don't need a 1. Oop, I forgot to move my mouse. We don't want that anyway. But just try to make it a habit to move your mouse out of the way. Now we get the green after we got rid of 5, 7, but try not to play shoulda, coulda, woulda game. We need a north. Okay, now here we have a 3, 6, 3, 6 crack. We have a little bit of potential for the second hand down under 3, 6, 9 because we now have that pair. We have a gap though, no 9 crack. So I would say that might be an option, but there's a gap. So I would rather play news with 9s because all we need in here is that north. And then of course we need to build these 9s up. But I would hold the 3 and the 6 for a little while in cracks and let the other 3s here go. We can just ignore the ones that clearly don't fit what we want here. We got a keeper. Okay, let's let the 3 bam go. So now if a 9 bam goes down, we're going to have to make a choice. We're in between the second or the third hand down under like numbers and the second hand down under 3, 6, 9. Oh, I forgot to move my mouse. Ignore flower. Okay, now we need to make some choices here. We have a pung of flowers. I think what we could probably do is let the flower go, because even if we play that second hand down, we only need a pair. And we could still maybe play news with 9s, concealed wind hand, last wind hand. There's a little potential there, and we can use jokers for that north. So let's let the flower go. More good there. Oh, now we have 3 souths. I would consider playing that news concealed hand. Since we have no 9 crack, let's let these go. Okay, so we're going to let the 6 go next. No. Okay, so there's a joker right here. 9 dot. We want that. And also, I think we're kind of in between here. We still need north, regardless of the hand we play. Third hand down under like numbers, concealed wind hand. We are in between. Don't need dragon. Nope. Oh, there's a joker. North. Okay, so we're in between news with like numbers, third hand down, but we could also play news concealed wind hand. We have no gaps now. We have our pung of 9 bams, a pair of 9 dots, single north, but we have a pung of souths. We don't have to make a choice. We can take it pick by pick. Well, they got Mahjong. Okay. Those are the tips. Now, as far as game mechanics, that's really all I wanted to share as far as a tour at I Love Mahj. There's a lot more that I like to share about hand development and playing defensively. So we're going to continue this live stream with that in mind. We're going to play in against robots just like this, do gameplay with commentary, and we're going to focus on hand development, Charleston decision making, and also a little bit of strategy in the pick and discard phase of the game. Does anybody have any questions about playing at I Love Mahj? Or maybe if there's anything you're unsure about or anything else that you would like me to show? I'll need you to put it in the live stream chat. Just remember that, let's see here. You know what I should do just so I don't forget? I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to get that URL for I Love Mahj. And I'm going to put it in the video description for the replay viewers. So here's the channel name. I am going to put this in the video description. So if you're watching the repost, look in the video description, or you can just go straight to YouTube or you'll be in YouTube watching the video and just type I Love Mahj, maybe open a new tab, because I would save that or subscribe to them. I highly recommend it because maybe they'll put out more videos. I think that'd be wonderful if they did. So let me see here. Let me go to the live stream and get this in there and check and see if anyone has questions. I don't see any questions. Let's see here. Aha. Okay. I just saw a mistake in my channel description, in my YouTube description, so I'll have to fix that later. Let me make a quick note to myself. Note to self. Okay. All right, now we're going to play again because I don't see any questions. So I like to sort by suit. And now let's see what we have. South, green dragon pair, red dragon, 2, 3, 4, 8 in bams, 1, 3 in cracks, 1, 2, 8 in dots. We have a green dragon pair. We have 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 1s, and 2 8s. I would probably focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, or like numbers with 2s or 3s. Let's let the South go. Here's 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2. I don't like passing like numbers, so I'm not going to pass that 8. I think that's almost as risky as passing a pair, so I don't do that unless I'm really close to a winning hand. I think what I would do here is let a 1 crack go in this case and focus on 1, 2, 3, like numbers with 2s or 3s, and these dragons. We could also maybe do consecutive run with dragons if we get another bam, 1 or 5. Okay, so there's a 1 and a 2. Okay, Susan says another thing that they like about I Love Mahj is the practice mode. You can also view a section of suggested hands. You like to choose your game, but check it against their suggestions. I see, that is good. Yeah, poke around and check out those features. I know that it's there, but I didn't recommend it because I prefer to encourage people to play on their with their own steam. But it is good to verify or validate. But don't rely on it because you can't rely on that in a game, I don't think. With people, you have to play on your own steam. Okay, so let's see. 8 dot can go. We have a hand with no gaps. This is the 5th hand down. Hi, Wes. 5th hand down under consecutive run. Pair, pair, 1, 2, pung, pung, 3, 4, and then a Kong of Dragons. I probably would let that red dragon go at this point and then let something in here go. We do have 2, 3 bam, 2, 3 crack. Let's let this 1 dot go. Okay, now we have, look at all these 2s that we have. Wow. Oh my goodness, look, a 5. Okay, so now we're on the first left. We have to make a choice here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have 2, 3, and 2s. We have 3 pairs of 2s. I think what I would do here is let the 3 and the 5 go. 3 and the 5. We could do like numbers with 2s and dragons. Or we could do 1, 2, 3 dragon. I think I would play like numbers with 2s and dragons because that would leverage 4 pair. So let's let the 4 bam go. Let's see if we could maybe get in here either a 3 dot for the concealed consecutive hand or maybe another dragon. And I would look for another dragon, especially because here now we need to pass. So I'm thinking like numbers with 2s and dragons. Even though it's a gap, I'm thinking we might get it. We might get that dragon. We let a red dragon go. So we might just get it. Look what came back. 4 man, 2, 3. We still could maybe do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just pass. You know what? I still think we should play like numbers with 2s. We could even use jokers for the missing dragon. Okay, so now we're going to pass 3. The 3 bam, let's say the 6 and the 8. And I would play like numbers with 2s and dragons. That way it's leveraging all 4 pair. American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples. Okay, so now we have 5 discards. We are playing a gap hand. We can't call, well, we could call for the green dragon if it goes down, but that's it. So we're looking for a dragon or jokers and 2s. We have 5 discards, so we're going to be an underdog in this game. But we've got lots of multiples in here. Okay, here's a 1, 2. Let's let the north go. Might as well tuck that in there for now. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3 probably. I like to let year tiles go and try to sabotage the big year hand. I don't want to ever pay for that hand, so I like to sabotage it if I'm not playing with those tiles. Don't need wins. Okay, there's a joker. Okay, now here, that would be a pair for us if we're playing that dragon-like number hand, second one down. Let's let the 9 crack go. So here's an option for us. If we play maybe the first like number hand, that would be a no gap hand, and we could pung the 2s. So I would keep that flower. Nobody wants these 8s. We got the dragon. So now these 1s I would let go of, and probably now that we're not playing a gap hand here, I would let the flower go. Because we're closer, I think, to the dragon hand. Now, if we draw a flower, we might keep that for a bit. But I think we're closer to the dragon hand. Remember to move your mouse. We're good there. It just makes you intentionally pick the right button, kind of slow you down a little bit because we're creatures of habit. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, but no 3. That would be for the concealed hand. I'm still keeping it in mind, but now here's a 1 crack, and I thought I saw no 1 bams are out. That was the 1 dot that went down. There's a 3 dot now. So we could switch to 1, 2, 1, 2 bam, 1, 2 crack, 3 dot pair. There's 1 3 dot out. I think what I would do at this point is keep it and let that be an option and let the flower go. Okay, now that's the second 3 dot. So there's a 1 dot now. We could do 1 dot, 2 dot, 1 bam, 2 bam. We would need a 3 crack. And I thought, let's see, we would need a 3 crack, and I don't see any out. We would be back to a gap hand. I would let the 3 dot go because the chances of us getting that last 3 dot is slim. We would need to Kong that, and we're not ready. So we're going to need a joker. That is the second 1 dot out. So I would probably let that concealed consecutive hand go. So there's lots of jokers open here. You want to take it slow in case you, so you don't miss a joker exchange. We don't need a 4. Oh, goodness. Kong with 2 jokers. So I would let that hand go for sure because the ones are just going down. So I would focus on like numbers with 2s and dragons. We'll need a joker for that 2 dot. Let's pung. Okay, now 7 dot is out, 2 of them, but there's a player across from us with a 7 crack pung, and the player to our left has 6 bams with an east. They're playing that 3rd hand down on the right, so they need consecutive tiles. I would let this go because now we're entering the end game. So they must need, I don't see any 7, let's see, 5 crack. No, here's a 5 crack. How many 5 dots are out? They must need 5 dots on the left because I don't see any out. There it is. Oh, they didn't take it. Okay, so now we get the 3 crack. Okay, 5, 7, 7, 9, big odds. And they do need the 5 dot on the left, but they didn't have any jokers. To the right, they're playing the same hand as us, which is why we had a hard time getting more red dragons. Our 2s were in the wall. Okay, let's play again. So I'm gonna sort by suit, and we have dragons again. We have 3, 4, 6, 8, 3 crack pair, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4. I would hold the 4. And probably even the 3. We could do like numbers with 3s and dragons again, or we could maybe do a consecutive hand with dragons, 5th hand down. So let's pass 6 crack, 4 dot, 8 dot. It's a little bit risky, all being evens, but it's a little bit off. Like you wouldn't use all 3 of these, but if someone's playing evens, they'll probably keep those tiles. But we need to optimize our own hand development first. So I would do it. Okay, so there's a 5 and here's a 1. Those are keepers. We have 2 clear discards. And at this point, since we have a 1 crack pair, I would let this 3 bam go. Since we don't have a 5 bam for like 1 3 crack, 3 5 bam, 2nd hand down on the left under odds, I would rather focus on 1 3. We could play, for example, 1 3 5 dragon, 3rd hand down under odds. Okay, now we have 2 pairs of dragons. We can't keep it all. I think I would go ahead and let the 4 crack go and focus on 1 3 5 dragon, 3rd hand down under odds. No keepers. You know what we could do here? I would keep that 7 and pass the dragon. Because if we get all keepers, we're going to have a pair. I would not want to pass a pair. And we have to go across next. Okay, we didn't get any keepers, but what we did get here is a 1 dot. I would keep it because maybe we could play like numbers with 1s and dragons. Okay, so now we have 3s. Let's see, here's 1 3 1 3 3. No, that doesn't really work. I think I would let the drag. Ooh, that's a little bit risky. I think I would, no, I would not pass like numbers. I think I would just pass 2. Okay, so here's 3, 4, 1, 3, 5, 3, 4. I think that 4 can go, and probably even the 3 dot can go. 2, 3, 4 though, passing that is a little bit risky. We do have some potential for like numbers with ones, but we do have a hand in here with no gaps. 1, 3, 5 dragon. I think I would pick that hand and pass fully, because maybe we'll get a keeper. So maybe pass dragon 1 dot with a 4. That way we're not passing 3, 4 in one suit and 2, 4 year tiles. It's a little bit risky because they could maybe be playing that second hand down, but we don't know what they're playing. Okay, so here we did get 3, 5. So I would just hold odds and just see what comes in. And we have 2 discards and options. More than likely we'll be playing the third hand down, but we really don't need to pick a hand until we run out of discards, and we have 2 clear discards. We can use this flower to separate the discards. I don't know. I think I missed a video today, sprints, just because of my schedule. So I may not have had a video out today, but we are playing live. Maybe we can do a sprint after this game and call that the sprint for today. I think sprints is the video that I needed to do, but I just didn't have time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to ignore and we're going to move our mouse out of the way so we intentionally go back to the right button. That way we're not passing on a tile we need. I've done it more times than I care to admit. So we got a joker right here. I think we should play that 1, 3, 5 dragon hand. We'll see. We still need to develop here. We need to build. Oh, thank you, Abigail. I'll keep doing them. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to film the newest batch of videos, but I've been working on some exciting things. Merch. I have some really cool merch designs coming out. We're looking for 1, 3, 5 in cracks. We also need a pair of flowers. 6 crack pair. We can maybe see about getting a joker out of that. We'll see. Let's see here. Let's let the 5 AM go. Okay, we do not need a 7 dot. Hi, Sally. I don't know if I've ever seen you in a live stream. Maybe this is the first time you're saying hi. Welcome. Okay, that is a pung for us if we play that third hand down, and I would go ahead and commit because we have no gaps. So we're going to call and pung, and we're going to commit to that hand. So let's let the 3 dot go. So we need a flower, 5 crack. We can claim a discard maybe for that red dragon. First time. Awesome. Welcome. We're playing at I Love Mahj, in case you're wondering. Wow, look at these 6s.
6 back, 7, 2 dot, 7,
Oh my goodness, look, 6 dot pairs, 6 crack pair. We got to let these go though. Maybe we'll get a joker out of one of them. Okay, now that is a pair for us. This would be the third hand down under odds. Oh shoot, I missed a joker exchange. Dang it. I was distracted. Darn it. Let's let the 6 dot go. Okay, that's a keeper. Thankfully. Okay, now let's see. 9 crack we can let go. We're gonna pass there. We're gonna discard this 6 crack in a minute. We need a pair there. Oh goodness. Let's let the 6 crack go right now. Nobody wanted it. Oh goodness, that's why it was in the wall. There, we'll call that for a pung. Third hand down. We still need a flower. Do you think we could get a flower? A dragon? 3 are out. Okay, so someone got one of the flower jokers. We got a joker. Oh my goodness. All right, now we're ready on a flower. 2 have been discarded. We don't know who threw them. Okay, now hold on. 4 flowers, 5, 6, 7. There's only one more flower. Okay. 5 crack. I think at this point, how many 5 cracks are out? I don't see any 5 cracks. Let's throw the joker. We need a pair. Can we get it? Oh. Oh goodness. Yeah, last tile. Okay. Oh, here it is right here. They had the extra flower. Stinker. Okay, here we go. We're going to play another game. All right, what do we have now? Goodness, look it. We've got a pung of 1s and a pair of 2s. All right. That's interesting-ish. Maybe we could play a year hand, I suppose. But we only have 2 discards. Although, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second hand from the bottom on the right. I think I would pass the 2 and the dragon. We have a hand here with no gaps using a pung and a pair. Okay, so let's pass west white with a 6. Okay, no keepers, but there's a 4. I would not pass like numbers though. That looks good. Okay. Here's another pair. Anytime you develop a new pair, just take a breath. We don't need it, so we're going to break it up. We're going to leverage the pung in the pair as opposed to just a pair. Oh, there's a 3. We can use that maybe, but now we have to make a choice because we have either 1, 2, 3 Kongs with the pair of flowers, third hand down under consecutive run, or 1, 2, 3, 4 dot. I think that's what I would do. Although, that would mean we'd have to discard 3, 6, 9 like that. Otherwise, we could break that up and play 1, 2, 3 and let the 4 dot go for a safer pass and play 1, 2, 3 flower. I just have the hardest time getting flowers. I think I'd rather play a hand of least resistance and risk it. Okay, so now we can pass those. Okay, now here's an interesting change. 1, 2 crack, 1, 2 bam, 3 dot pair, concealed consecutive. We have 2 9s. I would pass 1. No keepers. All right, here we go. Pick and discard. Yeah, I have a hard time getting flowers, as you saw in that last game. That would be our pair tile. Flower, we got it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we need to make a choice. Really, this 9 dot we don't need, and we have options in here. We could maybe play 1 bam Kong, 2 crack, 3 dot mixed suit Kongs, third hand down on the right under consecutive run. Let's just see what happens. Joker exchange. I don't want to miss that now. So now there's 2 jokers here. Okay, so here we need to make a choice. We could Kong that for 1, 2, bam, 3, 4 dot. That's one option. Or we can let it go and play 1, 2 bam, 1, 2 crack, 3 dot pair. So if we play 1, 2, 3, 4, pung, pung, kong, kong with that 4 dot, we would have 2 discards plus joker bait, which is a joker tactic to try to get a joker, coax out an exposure from an opponent with jokers later in the game, in about maybe 3 or 4 more picks. Or we could do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 dot pair. This would be the concealed hand. There's 2 3 dots out. That those 3 dots also impact this 1, 2, 3 mixed suit Kong hand. So either way, we're impacted. But 1, 2, 3, 4 is a hand of least resistance. We can use any number of jokers. So I think that's what I would do because 2 3 dots are out. I think I would call it and Kong. Flower. Oh my goodness. Okay. I would let this flower go first. We're going to just continue to let these flowers go. You got to keep her. I hope somebody needs fun. Oh my goodness. Man, those joker swaps kind of feel a bit, abrupt. All right, east west with 5 6. They like those hands, these robots. They like that particular hand. They favor that particular hand. All right, let's play again. Okay, now what do we have here? We have a green dragon pair and a 9 crack pair. I always look for multiples and start there. American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples, so I keep an eye on those and leverage them. So with those tiles, we could maybe do like numbers, or we could do 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive run. So I would hold 6, 7, 8, 9. I wouldn't even look at the card to pick a hand. We're just going to keep tiles that can be used with this 9 crack pair probably. Let's just see what happens. Here's 2, 4, 8, or 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. I was thinking 2, 4, 6, 8, but we have a pair of 9s. Okay, so now here we have 3s. 3s came in. There's a little bit of 3, 6, 9 in here. 3, 6, bam. Here's a 3, 9 dot, 9 crack pair. We need to be able to pass though. You know what I would do here? I think since we don't have a 9 bam, I think I would let the green dragon go and focus on number tiles. 6, 7, 8, 9 with a plan B of 3, 6, 9. Okay, there's a 7 and a 9. So now we're in between. Let's let the dragon go. We're in between 3, 6, 9 and 6, 7, 8, 9 of some kind. So as a matter of fact here, 6, 7, bam, 8, 9, crack. 6, 7, 8, 9. That would leverage both pair. Let's see. Another option we could do is there's a bit of a gap hand in here. 7, 8, 9 dot, 7, 8, 9 crack. We don't have a 7 crack. I would try to leverage that pair of 7 bams though. Let's see, 7, 8 bam, 7, 8 dot, 9 crack pair. 3, 6, 9 still is an option, but we have no flowers. And I think because of where the multiple is, I don't think it's strong enough. I would let the 3 bam go. Okay, so now we have, let's just sort. We have 7, 9 bam, 9 crack pair, red dragon. We do have 9, 9, 9. Each of the 9s is in here. I think as far as what we could discard, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 9. I would kind of like to see 5 dots come in, or five, not 5 dots, but like a 5, 5, 7, 9, big odds maybe. Let's see here, 7, 9, 6, 8, 6, 7, 9, 8, 9, 7, 9. I would keep going, but we have to let something go. So let's see, I think I would let this 8 dot go because we could play 6, 7 bam, 8, 9 crack, pung pung kong kong. If we get a 5 dot, we could play 5, 7 dot, 7, 9 bam, big odds. Second hand from the top, second hand down under odds. So let's just see what I would almost rather get. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now there's 5, 7, 9. All right, now we need to take stock. So we have a 9 crack pung in here now. 57.5789. We have 679 and an 89 in cracks. So let's see here. Our 8s are weak. So I would probably let the 8s go 6, 7, although there's 6, 7, 8, 9 building right there. Oops, moved to the wrong one. So maybe what we could do is play 6, 7 bam, 8, 9 crack. I think that's what I would do because it would leverage this pung and the pair. So let's pass 8, 9. Oh, this is going to be risky regardless. Let's let the 5 dot go and break up the 9. Okay, and now we have tiles we can pass. Okay, no keepers. So let's pass one of each suit. Let's see here. We could do 1 bam with a 7 dot. Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to sort by suit. All right, clearly we don't need the 1 dot. We can get the game moving by letting that go. So I would focus on 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just move that over there, separate our discards here. 7, 8, 9 of some kind. We could do 6, 7 bam, 8, 9 crack. I think that's the strongest option. This would be second hand from the bottom on the right, mixed suits. Joker. Okay, we don't need that really because we're doing 6, 7 bam, 8, 9 crack probably. So we have 4 discards here. We're 1 away from set. We could, for example, pung the 6 bam, pung the 7 bam, Kong the 9. We just need a little help with the 8 crack. We could also maybe Kong that 8 crack using the jokers, Kong the 9, pung the 7, and build on the 6. So we're kind of in between. We need another really good pick and we'll be set. Okay, 9 bam went out, so let's let that go. Okay, let's pung. We have a hand with no gaps, so we can push. We're looking for 6 bam, 8 crack. We don't need that. Joker. Oh my goodness. Calm. That was quick. Oh, these robots. Goodness sake. Okay, so we got pretty close, 3 away. This was early in the game. Let me see here. I wish they showed how many tiles are remaining. Someone said they did, but I don't see it. I want to see show remaining. Oh, here. You have to click show remaining tiles. So we just entered the middle game and that robot was ready to win. That's unusual. Not for robots in particular, but for humans. Okay, now here we have a pung of a pung. We have jokers. Three jokers. It is I mean, I guess you could say it's a pung. I would go for this quint probably. Or maybe we could do like numbers with 8s. Maybe the quint. 4th hand down. Let's see. We've got jokers. We don't need these. Okay, east, west, 8. There's an 8. All right, now we have to make a choice. I would try for the quint, I think. It's just that I have such a hard time getting flowers, but I know it's not just me. Okay, let's let the 8 crack go. Let's see what happens. There's a dragon. We'll keep going. Dragon. Oh, yes. Let's go for the quint. Okay, we can do 3 here. Let's do 6, 9, dragon. Okay, so we can Kong the dragon, quint the 8, and we need flowers. Flowers, the bane of my existence. Let's see what happens. A flower. Isn't that nice? That's very nice. All right, now let's keep going. Oh, I wouldn't take it. I would keep the jokers to myself for now. It's okay to be selfish when you play Mahjong. Uh-oh, second one. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, let's quint. See, look, they're playing East and West again. Oh, maybe we'll get a joker out of this one. Of course. Of course they're going to pung. Flower. Oh my goodness, we got a flower. Isn't that wonderful? We're set. Okay, we're ready to Kong and quint. I would love to draw this 8-man. Oh yes, here we go. This would be a Kong. Okay, now we're ready on a flower or a joker. They got our 8. These robots are ruthless. Okay, there's a joker. Oh, okay, we're going into the end game here. Okay, good to know. Joker exchange. Mahjong. Woohoo! Take that, you robot. We got the quint. Wes, nice emojis. All right, so we got that. And look over here, east, west, 6, 7. To the right, north, south, 5, 6. Across from us, evens with flowers. Quint of queens. Okay, so, oh, look, now maybe we could play east and west. We have a pair in there. Okay, so let's see if we can do something there. I think that dragon probably can go. So we have east, west, look, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we can do that consecutive pair hand. That would be the fifth hand down under winds, east, and then 3 consecutive pairs with a west. Kongs, east, west, Kong. East, west, Kong. Okay, so we can't keep all these tiles though, so we've got to be able to pass something. Oh, thank you, B. You cringe when I play quince, but it worked this time. It did. Okay, let's see. Oh man, look at the dragons now. Goodness. So let's see here. We've got dragons. 2 6s, 2 5s, but we have an east-west pair. I would focus on east-west pair. Let's see here. Let's let the east-west. What about if we, instead of focusing on pairs, what about if we play east and west with Kongs? That way we can use jokers. Third hand down instead of the fifth hand down. So let's keep the green and let the red go and then pass. Let's see here. The 5. Because this way we can use the 5 dot with the 6s or with the 4. And we're passing technically one of each suit. There's the keeper. 5 dot or 4 band with a 6 band. We could maybe even do the 6 crack. And now we have tiles to pass. Okay, there's the south. All right, we're going to keep going. Here's a 4 crack too. Let's let the 1 go. We'll let the south go since we have no north. And now we have to let something go. And I think it's arbitrary. I believe 4s might come back. I remember a 4. That might be our 4. Let's let the 6 go though, because maybe the 4s will work. We can't keep it all. There's a 4, 5. There's 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 again. Okay, we cannot keep it all here. East and west. The 5 can go. This 4 can go. Let's focus on offsuit Kong. Okay. We don't need these at all. No. We tried to make this work. We could still get one more hit in here. One more keeper. No, it didn't work. Okay, so we have our work cut out for us here. Okay, now we could Kong at least that one. So we just need another Kong in here with the 4 or 6. We do not need that at all. We're playing the third hand down on the right under winds. Remember to move your cursor out of the way. You do not want to get into a habit of clicking ignore. Trust me. Don't need ones. We're looking for 4, 6 offsuit numbers. Nope, we need offsuit tiles for the 5 dot. Nope. Okay, that was a call for us. We can Kong. We have a hand with no gaps, but it's a bit weak with our other number tile. But I think it will be. We are being optimistic here. There we go. So we're set. We can Kong the 4, Pung the east, Pung the west. We'll call and Pung. Flower. Oh my goodness, pure flower Kong. Okay, we're looking for a 4 crack east. Oh, 6 bam would be nice. A flower. Oh, we already have that. Don't need wins. Mm-mm. We need 4 crack. Hello, D. East. Ready on a double weight. We can win on either tile. Or we could get a joker. Mahjong. Jokers do help. Mahjong. Mahjong. East, west, 4, 5 offsuit Kongs. Third hand down on the right under Winds and Dragons. Oh, this player on the left, they're playing a gap hand. They have no 4. 3, 6, 9, one away from ready. Second hand down across from us. To the right, same hand. Oh, they have 4 flowers. Actually, I think they're trying for the dragon hand. They're trying for that third hand or second hand from the bottom. 3, 6, 9 with dragons. All right, here we go. Thank you. Okay, now we keep getting pairs of dragons. What is going on with that? Okay, so I would leverage the dragons and the 8s. So let's let the 1 go with this 3, and then we'll let the wind go. Oops, I almost moved my picture there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, dragons. What is going on with these dragons? Okay, so let's pass west with a 4 and this 9. I'm thinking like numbers with 8s. We have a gap, no 8 dot, but that's okay. We can use jokers if we need to. So let's let the 2 dot go with the south. Here's a, let's see here. Here's a 7. We might be able to do something there if it builds. Let's let the 6 bam go here. Okay, we don't need these. A 3 bam came in. Okay, so let's do the 5, 9, I guess. Let's see. Part of me was thinking, could we swing a quint with no jokers? That's a little risky. Okay. We would have to throw away a pung of dragons. I wouldn't do that. I would want to leverage those multiples. Let's break up the 3. Okay, we're looking for an 8 dot in here, ideally. Let's pass. That's a little bit risky. We have dragons here. We could maybe let an 8 go. If we're playing like numbers with 8s and dragons, second hand down, we have a gap, but we can use jokers for the missing 8 dot. We don't need that 8 crack. That would allow us to pass defensively. Okay, so we're playing a gap hand. Not ideal, I admit. It's just the way it worked out. Now here, that's joker bait. Let's hold it and see if we can maybe get a joker out of that. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. Let's keep it. Let's see here. Let's let the 5 dot go. Now, well, yeah, there goes the white dragon. I was thinking, oh my goodness. One thing we could do is hoard wins and maybe try to build news for the second hand from the bottom under wins, like right there, north. Let's hold the wins, see if we can get news and leverage these dragons. There's west. I think I would wait and see if we can get east south. We still need a flower in here too. Second hand from the bottom under wins. A flower. Okay, so let's keep that and let the 9 dot go. That's what we need. Okay, now we could Kong and commit to that hand. It's a little risky. It's risky because we have no east and there are 2 out. The other thing we could do is play like numbers with 8s and leave that as a pung. We could also leave it as a pung and still play the dragon hand with wins, but look for a joker. I think that's what I would do because of this weakness. I would not commit and take it. Otherwise, we would be at risk. And we're still in the begin game by 1 pick. So I would probably ignore it because of these easts that are out here. That could be a Kong over here or Mahjong. Wow, look at that. Okay, we're going to ignore that because we have no 8 dot. I'm thinking we play, let's let that go. We're going to let these 8s go. Now that we have that dragon, we could maybe even play the second hand down under wins now that we have no gaps there, but we would need a joker either way because there's 2 white dragons out. Okay, that was risky because now they have pure exposures. They have the potential for a pure hand now because of that exchange. We're playing with intermediate robots, and I think an intermediate player might do something like that. An advanced player would not do that. You want to leave a joker in an exposure so that you're not going to give that player the opportunity for a pure hand, which would be a double value hand. All right, we need keepers. Green. Oh my goodness. We need it east-south. Uh-oh. We need it east. Flower. Okay, so maybe now we could play the hand of least resistance, second hand down under wins, and not worry about east because there are 2 out. There's also a south out. Uh-oh. Third one. Joker. Oh, yeah. You know what we could do here is call. We could Kong that. Let's Kong. And we're going to let the winds go because there's only one more east. Jokers. Look where the east is over here. We would never have gotten it. So I think that was a good call. All right, here we go. We're going to play maybe one more game, maybe two. We'll see. Okay, let's see. We have a 3-crack pair. 3-crack pair. Whatever we do, I would use that 3-crack. So let's see. I don't like passing flowers, so we're going to keep that. Maybe we could play like numbers with news. We keep getting this kind of starting lineup. It seems to be consistently happening. I would definitely hold 3, 4, 5 of some kind there. We may even be able to use that dragon. So that leaves us with 2 clear discards. So then I would let something in here go. Sacrifice something. Probably the 5 bam. Without a 1 crack, the 5 bam is not helpful for like 1, 3, 3, 5 second hand down under odds. We could still maybe do consecutive run with a dragon, 5th hand down under consecutive run, or we could maybe do like numbers with 3s and news. There's a south. So now we have some potential for north and south with 2, 3. This would be the 3rd hand down under winds. So now we need to make a choice. I think I would let the dragon go because we only have 3 number tiles in that suit. Okay, there's a 4 crack. So let's pass. Oh, look, that's a 6 came in. The 9 can go. I think what I would do here is go for 3, 4, 5 north and south. Or we could do 3, 4, 5, 6 pung, pung, kong, kong. We have 2 pair there. I would leverage that. Okay, now we just got like numbers. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7 is not helpful. We have to make a choice now. We have north and south with 3, 4, 5. I think I would not pass a flower. I think I would let the 6 crack go and focus on north and south with 3, 4, 5. This would be the 5th hand down on the left under winds. So now we can pass 3. Let's see here. This is getting a little bit risky. Let's do 2, 9 with a 7 here. Okay, so east came in. We have tiles we can pass. I think I would let the east go so we can pass fully. So let's pass east, 8 with a 9. Actually, I think that 8 dot was going around. Okay, we got our pairs. So we have 3, 4, 5 paired up. I think maybe I would keep the flower because we might be able to play the 3rd hand down under consecutive run. Let's discard 8, 7. We're good there. Flower. Okay. I would probably go ahead and leverage that and play 1 suit Kong's 3rd hand down. The north-south is weak. We could only Kong 1, and we have a 1 tile there. Let's just wait and see. The robots discarded those flowers, and nobody was interested, so I don't know if this is going to be good joker bait. Flowers typically are not good joker bait because of the number of tiles. 4 or 8 flowers. So let's just wait and see what we draw. We don't have to pick a hand. Right now we have a discard, so we can just gather. Might as well let that go. Okay, now we make a choice. We could Kong. Since we have a pair of flowers, all we need to do is Kong with natural or joker tiles. I think because the north-south are weak and there are no other north-south out, somebody else might be using those. So let's go ahead and Kong and play 3, 4, 5 Kongs. Third hand down under consecutive run. So let's let the winds go. There it is. Maybe we can get a joker out of the south. If they have a north, they're going to need a south. We don't want to wait until they're ready to win, though. We really don't need that. We're at 70 tiles. We need to Kong that. We're not ready. But we can use jokers if we need to. Okay. So on our next turn, we'll discard the south. Here we go. It's pure. Unbelievable. These robots are just really annoying. They're too good for their own good. They're too good for their own good. I know, that's redundant. Oh my goodness. I don't like holding dragons. Joker, joker, joker. We're going to get it. Thank you. Okay, we're set now. Thank goodness for jokers. Nobody wants the east. Oh, geez. Robots. Grr. We got one away. I would have played to win here. Let's play one more. All right, now we have dragons again, and a pair of threes and a pair of sixes. We have threes and sixes, but no nines. I would still leverage those. Maybe we can force a misfit quint. I would hold 3, 6, 9 here. So let's pass 3, 6 dragon is one suit or like numbers. I suppose we could let the wind go and then maybe that 7. Okay, there's a 6 and a dragon. All right, 5, 4, 8 can go. Okay, 4 dot pair. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's a 2, 3, 4, 6. Kind of just doing a little bit of a reassessment here. 1, 2, 3, 6 and bams, 3 bam pair. We have no 9. We do have 3, 4, 6. Since we have no 9, I would not play 3, 6, 9. I think I would focus on 3, 4, 5, 6. We have no 5 either. We do have a 2, 3 bam 4. We also have Let's see here. Like numbers with sixes and dragons. Let's keep the 6 and break up the 4 with the 1 there. And this 2 dot. It's looking like numbers with sixes. Okay, there's a 3. Agata, player on the left, stopped the Charleston. So we have a 3-band pung. 3, 6, 6, no 9. Here's a 6. I would pass 2. Maybe the 4 dot, because here's 3, 4. Okay, no keepers. All right, so let's just wait and see what happens. I would not pick a hand. And of course, there goes the white dragons. I would love to get a 9 crack. Dragon. Oh, we got a dragon. That 4-bam can go. Well, red. Okay, we have all the 6s. I would focus on 3, 6, 9 with 6s. We're not ready to call that, so of course we'll let it go. We have a hand with no gaps, but we're going to need jokers if we use the white dragon, but we do have the red. There's 1 out. Okay, so I think we can keep 3 for a little bit. If we happen to get the 9 crack, maybe we could switch to 3, 6, 9 first hand. We'll see. There goes the red dragon, which we're not ready for. Nature of the beast. Mm-hmm. Flower. We got a flower. Joker. Okay, now let's let this 3 be. One thing I was thinking is maybe we could play this quint. Primarily because the white dragon is out and 2 red dragons are out. And there goes the 6 dot. Either way, we can pung that. Or Kong, I mean. We could maybe play the second hand down under dragons or switch to defense. That 6 can go. They got 2 jokers in 1 swipe. That's not fair. Dang it. Oh. Oh. Well, stinker. Okay, let's play another one. We could probably squeeze them in. These games are pretty fast. All right, let's see. We have a pair of flowers and a pair of 3s. That's where I would start. 3 dot pair. Dragons again. Why does this keep happening? Okay, so here's a 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I would start there. Let's see what comes. 3 band. So let's see, here's a 4. So we have 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I would probably let the dragons go at this point. And then now let something in here go. 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pair of flowers. We have 3s. We do have 2 crack. Let's see here. What do we need? 1 crack, 2 bam, 3 dot mixed suit Kongs. Let's see. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 crack, 2 bam. Okay, so let's let the 3 bam go and the 6 dot. So that way we're passing a bit defensively there. Okay, there's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's do a 5 with this dragon. Okay, so now we've got tiles we can pass. 1, 6, 7. No keepers. South, 7, 9. Yeah. Well, look, there's a 3, 4, 5. There's a 4. South, 5 can go. We have 3, 4 paired up. 3, 4, 1, 2 bam, or 1, 2 crack, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5 with flowers. I would just pass 2, see which of these comes in, and I would just pass 2. This is a little risky, but that's okay. You need a hit. Okay, so that's what I would do. I would play 1, 2, 3, 4, pung, pung, kong, kong. We have 4 discards and joker bait, which is not ideal with flowers, but here go the flowers now. We got a keeper. Goodness, the flowers. These robots are really just so weird. Oh my goodness. Good thing we don't need flowers. Might as well. Look, we have 1, 2. We could maybe do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 concealed. 1, 2 crack, 1, 2 bam, 3 dot pair. We're gonna let this dragon go because we don't know what they're doing over there. We have all keepers. I would say probably 1, 2, 3, 4 with bams and dots is our strongest option. Joker. Let's let this 3 crack go. We'll ignore. They're gonna need, oh, you know what? They're probably playing like numbers. We can let this flower go next. I don't want to hold that dragon though. What about her third hand in singles? I would not play a single and pair hand if I have a joker. I would leverage the joker. Not only that, but we don't have 1 dots, which is a pair gap. So I wouldn't recommend playing that hand. We would, and we have no 2 dots either. That's a double pair gap. So even though playing pair hands is fun, it would be just extremely risky. I would call and pump, go for the win. Any win is a good win. Let's just let the 2 go. That's a Kong, and I would take it. Ah, 3 BM, not out. We need to let that go now. Okay, I was thinking maybe they're doing like numbers with threes. Oh, nines. Oh no, they were all concealed with their number tiles. Okay, let's see here. Shall we do a speed round? We have 4 minutes. We can try to do a speed round. You ready? Buckle up. Okay, what would I do here? 4, 5, 6, 7. I would do 4, 5, 6, 7 because we've got 2 4s, 2 5s, 2 7s. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5 crack pair, 4, 5, 6. We'll let that 7 go. Okay, let's sort. 4, 5, let's let the 9 go. The 8 can go, the 2 can go. Okay, 7 dot there. Okay, so let's do east 1. We have 4, 5, the 8 can go clearly. 4, 5, bam, 4, 5 crack. Let's just see. 3, 4, 5. Maybe we can do single pair Kong. 9. We have single pair Kong, single 3 crack pair Kong. I think that's what I would do. Single pair Kong, or if we get a 6 dot, we could do the concealed consecutive. Okay, so we want 3. Actually, let's see, let's keep that. Oh, we already said 3, so we'll let it go. Oh, we ended up with it anyway. Okay, here we go. We have 4, 5 bam, 4, 5 crack. We have 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what happens. Here's the 6. I would do probably 4, 5 bam, 4, 5 crack, 6 dot pair. Concealed consecutive. We can also do single pair Kong, 4th hand down, and then consecutive run. Single pair Kong. We can let that 6 bam go. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Let's let the flower go. There's joker bait. We're in between the 4th hand down and the concealed hand. Joker. Joker. I think I would probably lean towards single pair Kong because this 6 dot is vulnerability there. 3, 4, 3, 4. There's 3, 4, 3, 4. If we get the 6 dot though, I would do the concealed hand. We're good. Nope, that was our pair tile. We're in the end game. Not getting keepers. That's a pair for us probably. We don't need that. Let's see, single pair Kong. No, we don't need that. 3 bam, 3, 4, 3, 4. No, we need 5 dot. We don't have it. That 3 bam looked pretty, but it had no power. Nope, no power. Mahjong! Stinker. Oh my goodness, these robots, they will, what do you call that? Okay. They will give you a ride for your money, a run for your money. There it is. A run for your money, these robots. Make it difficult for someone to win a game or a contest by playing or performing well. That would be these robots. So if you want to be taken for a ride, come and play at I Love Mahj. It's a fun time and it's a great way to build your skills. So there's that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you very much for your support, for everything that we do here at MAHJLIFE. We'll be back again tomorrow for the Obsessed Here live stream. If you're an Obsessed channel member, I have some exciting merch designs to share with you. I've learned a new program, a new design program. So I have some very nice merch coming out in the next several months. We'll see you again later. I'll be back again on Wednesday for the members only Let's Play live stream. And then we'll be back on Thursday for Beat the Pro. Beat the Pro, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to beat the pro, register. There's a link in the video description below. And the next live stream after that will be on Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. A Simply Social followed by Beat the Pro, double header. Thank you, moderators, for being here to help monitor the chat. I appreciate your help. I'll go ahead and sign off. Remember, if you have not tried playing at I Love Mahj and you'd like to give it a try, you can get an extra week for free by using my affiliate code, MAHJLIFE, when you check out. Or when you sign up, I guess, is how that works. There it is. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.